back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I've got a guest with me today.
Hello.
I want to introduce you to Nate. This is my boyfriend.
Hi, I'm Nate, Emily's boyfriend.
You're going to be like this the whole way through.
Yeah.
So the other day on Instagram, I put out a question box and I said, do you guys have any questions for us as a couple? And I'll do a sit down video if you want. And loads of you said yes and sent in a ton of questions. So we're going to answer them all today so you can get to know a little bit more about him and us as a couple. So many questions sent in and so many really good ones as well. So we're going to try and do as many as we can. I think probably the best one to start with is, how did we meet? I've spoken about Hinge, the dating app, before in my dating video, my dating and boys video, which I'll link down below if you haven't seen. Back when I was single, and I was given all the... What?
You spoke about me then? In those videos?
I have spoken about you so much on YouTube,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't know because you never watch any of my videos. Like, loads.
What are you saying? Nice things.
You have to watch and find out. I was on a dating app called Hinge. I was on all the dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, blah, blah, blah.
Same.
Okay, it's not a
Completed
competition.
them.
Yeah, completely.
Completed them.
I got Hinge and yeah, on a few dates, blah, blah, blah. And then I matched with Nate, who happened to be one of the top 10 profiles according to the independent newspaper, most swiped man on
I don't know if it's quite top 10, maybe like...
It was top 10, I saw the article.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Winner. You downloaded it after a colleague told you to, and you really didn't want to because you were kind of done with dating apps, weren't you?
Yeah, so it was on a whim. Like, I was about to delete all dating apps.
Forever.
And I was going to give up, and I tried many things of approaching people in real life. I thought that would be my new way of doing it.
Doesn't work.
No, it does. I just looked like a bigger creep. Yeah, then I was told about this Hinge.
So it was your first match?
No.
What?
You're my first date from it, but you weren't my first match.
I thought it was the first.
No.
Okay, it was first date though.
Yeah, first date.
Okay,
First and only date.
First and only and last date on Hinge because it was a match. God. We had our first date and it was really good. It was the Tuesday and no, it was a Wednesday and it went on till 2 AM.
Yeah, it was naughty for a school night.
It wasn't really naughty. We got really drunk. And I had a bit of a cold, and as we were leaving, he ordered me an Uber, and he lunged in for a kiss and almost knocked me out.
It wasn't that extreme.
It was!
It wasn't!
I was so shocked.
It was a cute, leaning in...
It was dive, like...
No.
Yeah, it was. We went back to the Ned in London where it all happened, and we walked past and we were like, oh! I was like, this is where you first kissed me. Nate actually deleted Hinge pretty quickly after we started dating, and I kept it for ages because I wanted to keep the records of our first conversation, and then I went back on the other month and to see you...
The other month?
Just to read the conversation. And because you deleted Hinge, all of our history went. Sad about that. What did we first think of each other when we first met?
It's only natural to... You build a picture of someone for so long and then you finally meet.
We didn't wait too long before we met. We met like 5 days.
No, but I think everyone does it with dating apps. Right?
Yeah, if you leave it too long, you can build up in your head, can't you? And then you're disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We met at, it was the Walkie Talkie building for drinks at Sky Garden.
Yeah.
I think that was it. And I was like, I'll never forget this, and I replay this memory over and over so I don't forget it. I was looking up at the sky because it's such an imposing building, and then I looked to my left, and then walking towards me is such this imposing man. He is so tall, he's 6'4", and it's one of the things I love most about you, and I was just like, yes, he's a fucking giant. And he was wearing all black, which you do a lot, so that was kind of sexy. And I really liked your dark hair and your like really light green eyes, and you have good cheekbones. So that was my first impression. And you were quite sweet and like quite quiet at the beginning.
Well, yeah, I think that's like, I don't know, just my nature to begin with.
Yeah, but it's not your real you at all.
No, it's not real me. Not real crep me.
First impressions of me.
It was like, I was walking up the stairs, and
Yeah.
while you were looking around, and then I saw you, and like, it just suddenly got a little bit darker, and then there was a big gust of wind, and your hair just went poof, and everything went a bit slow motion. And
So I'm talking about the environment. Say something about me.
oh yeah, you were cute too. My instant reaction was just like, oh, thank God she's hot.
Fair enough.
You know, you were wearing the leopard print top.
Yes.
There's black
That's
jeans and
sexy top.
the leopard print little slippers things.
Oh, I don't think I even have them anymore. Yeah, and I was
No.
wearing a brown suede jacket.
Yeah, and then as soon as we met, it was just like you going. So I was like, yeah.
And that's why I do
And then
YouTube.
I'm still like, yeah.
No, you're not. You're just like, we're both like that. Next question. 3 words to best sum up your relationship. Fun.
Yeah, that was my first one.
Well, wait your turn. Compassionate. Solid.
Can I use some of yours?
No.
Exciting.
Stop word exciting.
Exciting.
Oh, right. Okay, my bad. It's from Birmingham.
Exciting. Loving.
Oh!
Constantly evolving.
Alright, next question. What is Nate doing with his life?
It's a
Brackets
good question.
work. Brackets work.
Oh, okay. I'm currently a creative at an advertising agency, which is super fun, really creative. A little bit stressful at times on
It's
the
a
weekends.
Saturday today and he has to go into work.
But you know, it's rewarding when we finally get work out there and it's plastered all over London. It's a great feeling. It's fun, I love it, but I just want more all the time.
Don't we all? I think that's one of the reasons you were like one of the top profiles on Hinge, because having art director in your bio is like sexy as fuck.
I mean, yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty hot.
Okay, and you want to stay in advertising?
I want to stay in advertising, yeah, for, or designing the creative environment, that's where I thrive.
Recently we moved in together.
We
It was like 2
have.
months now.
It's gone quite quick.
It has gone quick.
The first
I think.
the first month was really quick.
What's the best and worst thing about living together? There's so many great things about living with Nate. One of my favourite times of the day is when he gets home from work, because I work from home, so he comes in around 6:30, 7, and it's just a nice feeling. Like whether I'm running up to you and like jumping on you and kissing you or hugging you, or just like, hi, and I'm busy in the middle of work. I just love that you come home every night. It's really nice.
Or if, if you've had a bad day, it's just a few grunts.
But secretly,
You alright, babe?
Secretly, I love it. Knowing he's gonna come home every night and just we can like hang out and catch up, and there's always gonna be someone there. The worst thing is definitely sharing a bed, which you guys already know about because I've spoken about. We both have sleeping issues. I don't have sleeping issues unless someone else is in the bed. So for me, I feel like I've not really had a good night's sleep for 2 months, and I'm really hoping that changes. I'm working on it.
My best thing?
And worst.
Best thing is always having a bud around,
A bud.
you know? Like, I love my playtime.
Battling.
Battling, laughing, just generally up to no good. And to do that with someone all the time.
Yeah, we have a lot
I
of fun.
love just having you around, want to talk.
Same as me then.
Well, yours is more about me coming home for that brief 5 minutes, and then it's like, oh.
5 seconds.
But
Then I'm over it.
worst thing is probably the constant agenda. I'm a very laid back person, and always having a job to do or your militant plan that we usually.
Militant plan? Like how? Like what?
Like what? I'm
Example.
sure if you pull up your notes on your phone, there's a plan for pretty much just about everything that's about 20 point long.
I did send you Saturday's agenda on Thursday.
Yeah.
But that's handy. That's helpful.
Yeah,
So
but
we know where we are.
yeah, for sure, it's helpful in certain, but that's not natural to me. And that's probably the biggest adjustment that we're always trying to plans and planning and when plans should be made. Whereas I'm just like, yeah, whatever, things will work.
That's why I get shit done.
Yeah, but I just know that things will get done, but I don't need to plan,
What home habits do you have that you weren't aware of until you moved in together?
Me and my contact lenses, maybe.
Oh my god, your fucking contact lenses. Nate wears contacts every day. When we started spending more time together at my old place before we moved in, he has this terrible habit of leaving them. Like when he just takes them out and he'll just be like...
Yeah, but
So I was finding glasses with them on the bottom. I had books that had...
was because
I would open my
there was
wallet
no space for them to...
They're like... Just put them in the bin.
Yeah, but then I have to walk blind back from the bathroom.
So take them out by the bin.
Then I have to walk through the house blind. That's why the last
Put
thing
your
at night.
glasses on.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Honestly, like, it got to the point where I went to the sink one day when I was emptying his glass of water I give him before bed every night, which he never drinks, And I was like, oh, I'm quite thirsty. And I drank it, and then lo and behold, at the bottom of the glass and into my mouth were a pair of dirty old contact lenses. And that's when
I don't understand why you think it's so dirty.
It's rank, it's been in your eyeball all day.
It's probably the cleanest part of my body.
Probably.
My eyeballs.
Still, I don't want to
get these.
I don't want to be swallowing your dirty contact.
No, it's fair, but
anyway,
I mean, that's, yeah.
We put a little pot on the side of your bed, which I looked in the other day, by the way, and is almost full.
Collecting.
Right. I need the bed made just so every morning.
Yeah, I mean, I was always I'm a bed maker in the morning.
But we make beds differently.
Yeah, there's making a bed, and then there's
making a bed.
Being a
bed Nazi.
Navy SEAL.
Is Nate as comfortable as you are with sex toys?
Short answer.
No. We do that all the time.
Yeah, that is weird.
Short answer is no, he wasn't. Which I think is pretty common for men in relationships. I mean, a lot of the relationships I've had in the past, the guys have not been at the beginning anyway, they feel a bit intimidated by it, or I guess is to be expected. I wouldn't say it's understandable, because I think every man should just like be okay with sex toys. You know what my attitude is towards it, but I made it really clear in the beginning it was part of
it wasn't
what I enjoyed.
Until you sat down and spoke to me about it that I kind of understood the reason for using them or introducing them in.
Yeah, or just like the fact that they're not a threat and they can be enjoyed mutually, and just to enhance, you know, sex as a whole. You know,
I still personally don't think it's a mutual enjoyment.
I know what you're saying. You're saying that
knowing that it doesn't
actually, using a sex toy doesn't give you
physically doesn't give me as much enjoyment, but knowing that it does for you, you know, gives me some sort of pleasure.
Well, that's what I mean. So then surely it is pleasurable, it is fun for you to use sex toys, whether it's like direct pleasure from the sex toy, or you see that in using them with your partner gives you joy or pleasure, then it's all the same, I think.
It took a little while for me to understand that.
Yeah, you were particularly stubborn. You were,
but by nature.
Yeah, he is anyway, but like he was like just putting blocks up, and I was having to really just be like, look, you know, I really like this really enhances my like sexual experience, blah blah blah, like it's something I enjoy and always will, so I really would like you to use them. And you just didn't almost want to understand why, like, but then I think once we started using them a little bit more often, you were coming around to it. We use them quite a bit now anyway.
Yeah. Like
50% of the time, I'd say.
But I guess it was more of like, when you say you want to get out a sex toy, I'm just like thinking you're going to get this like massive dildo or whatever.
Which is most men will think.
Which is what I didn't understand to start with. It was going to be some like
something to replace
some, like,
you.
Really, or just some kind of like weird, way too kinky, fetishy kind of stuff. Which is like my natural reaction when I think of sex toys or whatever. But it's not. It can be like quite subtle and minimal.
And the sex toys that are on the market these days are like incredibly discreet and cute.
Yeah, it doesn't get in the way of just like
No. We got there eventually, and we're still, you know,
we're still working on it.
Playing, like trying new things. How does this relationship differ to your previous ones? In this relationship with Nate, I have felt the calmest, which for me is a really good thing, because naturally I kind of seek out like excitement and drama, and in the past, and it's probably a little bit mature of me, I think I felt like in order to have an exciting and fun relationship, there had to be like drama and like passion and like aggravation were like hand in hand. But with you and in this relationship, I found that things can be passionate and exciting and keep me interested on my toes, but we don't need to like be at each other's throats the whole time, and like there doesn't need to be like disharmony. The reason that is because we communicate so well. Even when we have a disagreement or we're really like angry about something, when we talk about it, there's like, I can always feel this like underlying sense of respect and love throughout the argument or the disagreement, and that's what makes me feel safe, and it makes me feel like I feel a lot more calm talking to you about my grievances or whatever, or my issues, because I know that it's not going to like destroy things. So that's the biggest difference for me, which for me feels like it's the most maturest relationship I've been in.
Yeah.
Probably the safest, the calmest.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, okay. What about you?
I think there's some parallels drawn with what you say. Previously, I would just let it coast, and even though I was in love and it was a loving relationship, I just wasn't. I knew the excitement wasn't there, but I would just kind of see it through, just because I didn't want conflict or just didn't want any of that drama. So it's just kind of just. I assumed that things might get better, might have got better, but without.
You didn't take the initiative to make it better.
Yeah.
So how is that different?
So with you, we, like, as you went back to, the communication is really important, and we kind of solve problems before they even get to being a real conflict. It doesn't fester, it doesn't develop into kind of some...
You've always made that a thing for you.
But that's how I came into this relationship, saying I would never do that again, and let things just kind of be underlying for a long time. We'll just like deal with all our problems straight up first time, and then we could just get back to having a relationship the way we want, knowing that we're gonna fix whatever it was that we were discussing. So I think that's for me is like one of the biggest things, and it makes this relationship so different, because we have that safe environment and the understanding that we're gonna solve it, and we're not gonna like, yeah, we might argue a little bit and clash and battle and fight and spit on each other, but we'll know in like an hour's time we'll be like,
we'll be battling again.
Yeah, we'll be battling, and so it gets solved.
Yeah, it's nice. It's the same sort of thing then, really.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago I put up my flat tour. I've had a question through saying, do you agree on decorating styles? And then another one asking, how much did Nate participate in the decorating of the apartment?
Very, very little. I guess to the fact that I came to this flat with a few pair of pants and a few shirts, like I travelled very light and didn't own much of my own stuff. So I think I
had the foundations of a flat, essentially. Like.
So I couldn't leave a big mark on this place anyway. But I've tried.
Yeah, and I've been accommodating. You bought a rug. We've also put the skateboards up in the hallway.
Yeah, my room.
Corner.
My corner.
I've asked you, what do you think of my interior taste, and you like it?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I wouldn't change it.
He hasn't done much, but he likes what I do, so he's happy. How do you split your spending? For example, food, furniture, etc. Is it like a married couple or just roommates?
We haven't quite figured this out, have we?
We started a joint Monzo account when we moved in together, which we planned on putting like rent and bill money in, and then some extra for... You know what I mean?
Well, we had the Monzo, and we set up a dating pot and a holiday pot.
It just stayed empty.
They've been on zero since we've set them up, and we've just absolutely destroyed the joint account on Sainsbury's and Whole Foods.
Yoga mat charges.
And yoga, yeah.
I think working out financials when you live with someone, everyone has different ways of working. I quite like the idea of having everyone contribute the same, because we like earn similar amounts of money, I guess.
Yeah.
So we put the same amount into the account, and then we just use it for anything that we're both paying for, I guess. So like holidays, if we get a shop. But we're relaxed in the sense that if I want to go out and get like a few extra things on the shop for me or you, then it's just covered.
I always think it's funny that you have the joint card, but I have the app, so I can see what you're spending.
Yeah.
And you don't have the app and I don't have the card.
Whenever I pay for something, he gets a notification. He's like, what have you spent? Why? What was this £20 in M&S? I'm like, shut up, it's your dinner. So that's how we kind of do it. But I think as part of living together and cohabiting, having financials that are sort of like visible to both parties is really good from the beginning, because it gets you to trust one another and you just see how things work. If we kept it all separate, then I don't know, I think there'd be a lack of... I think
there's like a bit of pressure at the start to kind of like not knowing what each other earns, or not knowing, you think you have to live up to something that maybe in the start you don't actually have to, like when we were first started.
I didn't feel that.
No, but I did.
Okay.
I'm saying probably people do when they're first. If they don't have the conversation about it, then
yeah,
it's this kind of expectation something that I can actually continue with.
Yeah, because your financial situation becomes so much more visible when you're living with someone.
Yeah.
But I like the joint account. I think as we grow, you'll get more lenient as to what I can put on there.
Will I? Why?
You will.
I don't think so.
I think you will.
I don't think so.
The one thing the other does that gives you that spark in your belly really makes you fancy them.
No, that's banned.
We have this long list of things we've done to each other in the past that we've banned because it's just too disgusting.
Should we go through the list of what's banned?
Tracy.
Yeah.
So I had this alter ego called
Tracy talks like this.
It's banned.
I'm just showing them.
No.
And another one is.
Oh yeah, when I put your nose and then you. I mean that's probably understandable.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Fleming on the other person, spitting on the other person.
And secrets.
Secrets is banned. We haven't done that in ages.
Yeah.
We used to do this thing where we would get really close to each other's ear and be like, I've got a secret. And it honestly makes your skin crawl. It's horrible. Anyway,
Yeah.
we started talking about things we don't like when we do to each other. So things that I do that really make, like the one thing that I do that really makes you fancy me.
Probably your extensive range of underwear. You know I love.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Your pants and stuff.
What ones?
The Floor of England ones, they're always great. You know, when you're always like, when you're parring around in your pants or whatever.
I know you like watching me potter.
Yeah.
In my
That's,
pants.
yeah, I like just watching and then, you know.
You like that? Turns you on.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing.
But can it be any underwear, or does it have to be that, like the nice stuff I have? Because I've got a lot of nice underwear. I don't wear
Yeah,
that
I mean,
much.
probably the nicer stuff. You can tell the special occasion kind of.
Should I wear it more?
No.
Why?
Then it'll ruin its special occasion. Kind of feel. You don't want it all the time. You get kind of, you know, numb to it.
You will.
Yeah.
That's interesting you say that, because I put a nice underwear set on the other day for no particular reason. I was just like, I'm just going to wear this today because it's really nice, and I just thought I don't get it out enough. And you didn't even notice.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I always notice.
What colour was the underwear set?
Pink.
Oh,
It's the flesh colour.
yeah. Okay, fair enough. For me, it's quite similar to what you said, but not so much like you pottering around in my underwear.
In your underwear.
No, he doesn't do that. When you get out of bed in the
Yeah.
morning,
Oh yeah.
naked, and you walk to the bathroom,
Yeah.
like I can't help but like wake up and watch. I really
Okay.
enjoy it.
I always spot you. You're like.
But I just enjoy like looking at you, and you're like tall,
And then as soon as-
and
as
you're
soon-
big, and you just like I'm enjoying it. And like when you like get dressed in the morning, and I'm just like,
Yeah, but as soon as I'm dressed, it switches.
yeah. I'm
And you're
more-
like, alright, get out now.
Yeah, no, leave me alone. And then the second one I was gonna say, which is a little bit lamer, is when you like get excited about something. But like when you like get really passionate and like you start like talking about something, and you're like, and I can see you're like really excited and passionate, and then you really feel a lot for what you're saying. Like there's moments like that I can sit back and I watch you and I'm like, yeah, that's really attractive.
Yeah, I know. I notice when you do that.
What, when I watch you?
Yeah.
Or when I enjoy it?
Yeah. Subscribe button down here, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that's given you a little bit of insight into this one and our relationship. I guess we're just like any couple, really.
Yeah, we're just the box standard couple, that's all, aren't we?
No.
No.
Special.
We're a special couple. Very special.
If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And any questions you have for me or Nate that we didn't cover, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below and I will get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you back here on my channel really, really soon. Bye for now.
Bye.